Welcome back to Good Evening KU. I'm Anna.
I'm Nolan.
And this is our first week back from spring break. So we all here at Good Evening KU took a lot of fun trips, did some fun things. Can't wait to start talking about it.
Yeah.
It's been a fun break for everyone. So first we have Olivia and Annie who went to South Padre for their break.
And then also Bella, Nashville, for her sweet 21st birthday.
Next we have Lauren, and she went home to Austin and got to spend some time with her brother.
Dylan, Sasa Keys.
Next we have the other Lauren who went to Hartwig, Miami.
And Abby stayed home because she took a fell and just not look too pretty.
Next we have Mason, and he hung out with his little cousin over break.
And also, Leanne went to San Francisco. I love it.
Noticing a big pattern with the water pictures here. Next up we have Maggie who took a trip to Oregon.
And then also Anna.
Yeah, so this is me. I went to the Grand Canyon with my family for spring break. So yeah, it was really cool. We had never been before.
And Kimmy went to Florida. I'm jealous.
Next up, we have Catherine, and she also went to Florida with friends.
Aaron went home to Texas and made some baba. Of course, this is me, Nolan, and I went to a movie with my friends, George Wedge and AJ Saunders, and I saw the movie called Dog.
And lastly, we have Brooke, who went to the PBR show in Kansas City. So yeah, everyone had a lot of fun, exciting things to do over break, it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you excited to be back at KU and to get into the rest of the semester?
I'm so excited to be back and seeing so many beautiful girls.
That's all we have for this week. Stay tuned for a news update from Dylan and Olivia.
Peace out.
Kansas Senator Roger Marshall spoke on the Senate floor as a tribute to Olathe East School Resource Officer Eric Clark and Assistant Principal Dr. Caleb Stoppel. Senator Marshall submitted 2 congressional records to recognize Officer Clark and Dr. Stoppel's heroic acts on Friday. As for the accused Olathe East shooter, Jalen Elmore, he's still in the hospital and his attorneys have asked to push the court hearings back 2 more weeks to allow Elmore more time to heal after surgeries.
Donna Brandt, a former Johnson County District Court employee, is being investigated after federal prosecutors charged her with embezzling more than $1 million from the court. Brandt was the accounting supervisor in the court clerk's office and reportedly was redirecting cash payments to the court to her personal bank account. She is now facing 8 counts of wire fraud and 3 counts of falsifying federal income tax returns.
Lamont McIntyre, the Kansas City man who was wrongfully convicted, is suing Wyandotte County and Kansas City, Kansas Police Department for $93 million. McIntyre says he was framed by former police detective Roger Golubski in 1994 for double homicide and spent 23 years in prison. McIntyre's mother is also suing for $30 million and claims that Golubski coerced her into sex and framed her son because she rejected the detective's sexual advances. Both McIntyre and his mother have been diagnosed with PTSD. The police chief has denied knowledge about the alleged misconduct.
6 West Point cadets were found unconscious due to an overdose in fentanyl last week in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The local police arrived around 5 p.m. on Thursday to 2 bystanders performing CPR on two of the men on the lawn. The 5 men had reportedly ingested fentanyl-laced cocaine during their spring break trip. All were taken to the hospital, where 2 were in critical condition on ventilators, 1 was in stable condition, and the other 3 were released from the hospital that Friday. Chief Stephen Gollin has said his unit has already responded to 215 possible overdoses just this year.
The U.S. Senate has approved the new Daylight Savings Bill. The Sunshine Protection Act will start in 2023, which will end you having to change your clocks twice a year. The act was approved by unanimous vote and focuses on being able to have more economic activity during daylight hours and help with seasonal depression. The bill still needs to go through the House of Representatives and onto the President. The White House has not announced whether President Biden's opinion on the matter.
That's all we have for this week's news. We'll be right back after this break with sports with Cammie and Abby.
You may not hear it at first, but it's there. Our chant, rising. On this summit, callings converge, voices unify into a chorus that sounds out for good, for greatness. Can you hear it?
Welcome back to another sports segment of Good Evening KU. I'm Cammie.
And I'm Abby. March Madness is on a roll in the men's NCAA tournament. In the East, North Carolina played number 1 seed Baylor. North Carolina built a 25-point lead just for Baylor to come back in the last 10 minutes, making them go into overtime. But UNC ultimately took the win, advancing them to the Sweet 16 and sent the defending national champions home. Next, UNC will play UCLA on Friday. Number 1 seed Kansas played number 9 Creighton in a tough 79-72 win for the Hawks on Saturday. Next, Kansas will play the Providence Friars on Friday in the Sweet 16.
The 2022 NCAA Women's Tournament wrapped up its first round on Saturday. Number 12 seed Belmont had a surprising upset against number 5 seed Oregon in double overtime and won 73-70. All 4 number 1 seeds and all 4 number 2 seeds all had double-digit wins in the first round. Number 8 seed Kansas faced defending national champ Stanford on Sunday. The KU women's team took a tough loss 91-65 in the second round.
The Cleveland Browns are facing backlash after trading for Deshaun Watson, a former Houston Texans quarterback. Watson currently faces 22 active civil lawsuits that describe graphic accounts of sexual harassment and assault. Since Saturday, the Cleveland Rape Crisis Center has received more than 1,000 donations. The agency also released a statement acknowledging that the trade may be triggering for some and stated support towards their community. Watson has spoken on the allegations by claiming he is going to fight to rebuild his name, but refused Houston's charges to the grand jury by using his Fifth Amendment right.
Juju Smith-Schuster signed with the Kansas City Chiefs on Friday. The wide receiver immediately took to Twitter by tweeting, "Let's go," after locking in a $10.75 million deal for 1 year. In 2018, while playing for the Steelers, Schuster earned a Pro Bowl selection after his career best with 111 receptions, 1,426 yards, and 7 touchdowns that season. Schuster is also famously known for his popular TikTok account. I'm excited to see what he brings to the Chiefs' already successful offense.
I'm interested to see what teams we'll have in the Final Four this year, and hopefully the Hawks bring us home a national championship. Thank you for watching this week's sports segment, and we'll be right back with Lane and Annie for your pop culture news.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Hi, I'm Annie.
I'm Lane, and this is your pop culture update for the week.
The 26th season of The Bachelor, featuring Clayton Echard from St. Louis, Missouri, had its finale last Tuesday. As usual, this season showcased a lot of drama between the women in the house and The Bachelor. The major shock of the season came when Clayton decided to send home his final 2 women to try to win over the heart of someone he had just sent home just before. Although Clayton got rejected in his engagement by Susie Evans after begging her to come back, the two surprised the audience by revealing they got back together after the filming of the show. During the Woman Tell All episode and in the Aftermath Final Rose episode, the women expressed major disapproval of many of Clayton's actions and decisions during the show, and some even called him a liar. Susie and Clayton are currently living in Susie's home state of Virginia and have been reportedly together for 4 months.
More on Bachelor news. Colton Underwood, the Bachelor of Season 23, announced his engagement to Jordan C. Brown. Colton Underwood is known for his rocky relationship with former girlfriend and contestant Cassie Randolph. Colton is also known for being the first Bachelor to publicly come out as gay and did so in an interview with Robin Roberts on Good Morning America in April 2021. Shortly after and during the filming of his documentary, Colton announced he was dating Jordan Brown through Instagram posts.
3 weeks after its release date, the new Batman movie starring Robert Pattinson still sits at #1 in the box office ratings. This past weekend, the movie earned an additional $36.8 million and has made past the $300 million projections. The movie is still currently the highest grossing movie in 2022 and the second highest since the beginning of the pandemic. After Spider-Man: No Way Home, globally, the movie has reportedly made around $598.1 million since its release. The Batman cost around $200 million to produce, not counting marketing.
On Saturday, the Grammys announced that Kanye West has been barred from performing at the upcoming Grammy Awards on April 3rd. West's team received word on Friday night of the removal of West's name from the performer lineup. The Recording Academy said that the decision was made because of West's concerning online behavior. However, Kanye West is still up for 5 2022 Grammy Awards, even with the circumstances.
That's all we have for this week. After this break, we'll be right back with a new trivia segment of Good Evening KU. Have a good week, Hawks.
Diversity. What is diversity? It can be an umbrella term for a variety of things, ranging from diversity among different people, places, cultures, and ideas, to the way people express themselves and the way they interact with the world. In today's world, people interact with one another and share their thoughts through social media. Let's take Twitter, for example. How are people of different backgrounds, ethnicities, and sexual orientations with different political beliefs, interests, and job titles using this platform differently? Currently, celebrities are interacting with their fans on Twitter by speaking their minds, sharing their beliefs, and supporting social issues. Professional sports figures and organizations in the United States are using Twitter to support social causes and bring attention to current social matters, such as encouraging their fans to vote. Users are voicing their opinions about current issues surrounding racial inequalities, social injustice, and police brutality in the United States. There's diversity in the way people are discussing the upcoming presidential election, especially regarding their opinions of each candidate. Different news outlets are not only highlighting stories in the US, but are talking about important stories from around the world. But many Twitter users don't post about controversial matters or social issues at all. Rather, they use their platform to create memes and post funny content for entertainment. While many topics going around this app involve social issues and political opinions, Twitter creates a space where people can pull together collections of diverse thoughts, comments, opinions, goals, and even a little humor too. So how can we use this platform to express our differences? More importantly, how can we use it to learn from each other's differences today?
Hello, I'm Bella, and we are trying our first Trivia Tuesday on Good Evening KU. So let's see how this goes. I'm here with Abby and Maggie, and this week's trivia is about KU interesting facts. So our first question is, when was KU founded?
I'm gonna go with 1847-ish.
Okay, well your answers are 1865, 1866, or 1901, or 1899. Go for it.
Okay, 1865.
It is, you're correct. Good job.
20
All
years
right,
off.
and we have a bonus question, and the bonus question with that is, in what month was KU founded? Yes, Maggie.
March.
March was correct. What? All right, on to the next question. Why was the Kansas Memorial Union built?
Oh, that's a tough one. Okay.
All right, Maggie.
After, I'm gonna say for everyone to gather to collaborate.
Close. Do you have any guesses, Abby?
I'm gonna say the Memorial Union was built because there was no other buildings that were good for it.
Good answer.
So
Good
that was the
answer.
one place that everyone can go that was an academic building.
Unfortunately, those are both incorrect. It was built as a memorial to the 130 KU alumni that died in World War I. All right, and then another bonus question. What floor is Chick-fil-A on?
Oh.
Yes.
2.
Wrong.
3.
Maggie? 3. It was
Do
3.
I even go here?
Do you even go here? Great question.
I don't know.
All right, and then who invented basketball?
James Naismith.
Good job. There we go. She got it. And then where was basketball invented? Yes.
KU.
Wrong. Do you have a guess?
It's like not Kansas, but I know it's like it's a bordering state. It's not Canada.
No.
But it's a bordering. It's in Missouri.
No.
It's a bordering state.
All right, it was Springfield, Massachusetts.
That is not a bordering state.
Yes, I know. There's a lot of confusion. We have the original 13 rules of basketball. However, it was founded when he was a grad student in Springfield, Massachusetts. I know, interesting fact. All right, and then what is Bailey Hall historically known for?
Bailey Hall.
A greenhouse?
Greenhouse? I don't think so. That's not the answer for this one, but I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
I have no answer for this. I couldn't even tell you where Bailey is.
Oh my God. Okay, well, the correct answer for that is helium being discovered in natural gas.
Oh, that's right. I remember being told that on my tour.
All right, and then last question.
All right, this is it.
Who is Abigail Anderson?
A famous activist for women or slaves.
Wrong, but I like the energy. Maggie.
One of the founders of KU.
Also incorrect. It was Taylor Swift's best friend that attended KU.
Oh my God, she's a ginger.
Stupid. Isn't that, she is. Redheaded Abigail from the songs. Went to KU and was a swimmer at KU. Interesting fact. So we actually have some pictures up on there. And it is Taylor Swift at the Hawk as well.
Yes,
so that's a very famous picture that I know everyone loves to see. And I like to see on all the social media. So, well, it looks like Maggie won, I believe. So thank you guys for watching this week's trivia segment on Good Evening KU, and we'll be back with Aaron with the weather.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
And hello and welcome back to Good Evening KU. I'm Erin Borchers here with a weather update for you all. We have been having rain, and we're getting more rain, if you can believe it or not. We are expecting some rain this afternoon and evening as we build up, even though I know we're in a dry spell right now. Thankfully, we have a little chance for sunshine and a small warm up with the temperatures this weekend. So looking outside right now, like I said, we currently have some clouds hanging around. It's chilly and kind of windy right now, actually very windy. The winds are about 20 miles per hour, and it is thankfully taking a break from the rain. But as we head into the evening hours, we're going to have some scattered rain pop up with the chance of some thunderstorms in our area. Right now, the chance for severe weather in our area is pretty low, so I think we're just going to be seeing a bit more rain tonight. And like I said, we're going to sit at about 40% chance overnight with a low of about 41. The wind is going to stay strong. We are reaching 33 miles per hour of wind. That's not wind gusts, that's just wind. So the wind gusts are part of the reason why we are monitoring severe weather. If the wind gusts are very strong, that can lead to some debris flying around, especially in unsecured areas. And for tomorrow, like I said, more rain. You know, we all want this rain to go away, but thankfully, I think after tomorrow, and especially on Thursday morning, we will be over with the rain. We got a little bit more chance for rain on Wednesday, a little bit more chance Thursday morning. Some areas of the Topeka, Lawrence, Kansas City area might see some snow showers mixed in on Thursday morning. I think we're mainly going to see rain in our area. And then, like I said, during that weekend, we got a little bit of a warm up, a little bit of some sun, and then we're back to clouds for the next week. So that is all I have for a weather update. Thank you so much for watching Good Evening KU, and we will see you back here next Tuesday.